Welcome to D.W.C Productions. This is our podcast. This is a special little
it's special.
We got.
Special.
Real special. This is the guy we was talking about when we talking about getting Pittsburgh healthy, getting the fitness together around Pittsburgh, and making sure everybody look good, look great. As you can see, he even posted a picture of me and my wife.
Check the picture out. Check the page out.
Check the page. He be posting everything. He lets you know he be really putting the work in. I'm gonna introduce this man. His name is O.J. Mack. Clap it up. There's too many haters in this room. But he out of Club Elevation with his partner Clay Moore.
Shout out to Clay Moorfield too. Big shout out. Huge shout out.
They be in here every day. I'm saying we be in here 3 times a week. I'm saying we putting this work in, and it's lovely results. But I just wanted to bring the interview to you, just to let you know what he could tell you on here, and just give you insight on what he do every day, from just making sure that people getting what they want out of their fitness and just healthy period. So, we're going to start off with just a simple question. First question I do have for you, though. What made you get into fitness the way you're into it? How you take it serious as you do now?
What made me get into fitness? Well, I was incarcerated. And in my incarceration, I would say for the better part, about 85% of people work out. So I'm exercising, I'm working out, and working out led me to wanting to know more about the body. And being incarcerated, you got nothing but time, so I started to read books. And the more I read, the more I understood. And then I could analyze the people that I were in prison with and see what they were doing wrong and right. And I was giving tips, and people were getting in shape. And I never thought about being a trainer. It was just me acquiring the knowledge. So I was like a kid in the candy store. I just wanted to share my information and knowledge with everybody. So I'm running around like, yo, if you squat like this, then this will happen. And then dude come back to me 2 months later like, yo, my squat went up 100 pounds. And I'm like, damn. So then dudes are telling me like, yo, this is something that you can do when you go home. And that's when I looked into getting certified. So I got certified while I was incarcerated. I was up to reading about 500 pages a day about everything, the movement of the body, nutrition, how to eat, proper barbell path movements, just everything that I felt like, whatever the white people were reading in college, I wanted to read in my jail cell, just to give you a better understanding of where my mind frame was at with the fitness. I wanted to acquire the knowledge that was being taught in the classroom. So I had to order the books, I paid for them, and I studied them, so I'm like self-taught for real.
Hey, self-taught, but it's right though, because I could attest to the squat going up 100. I think what was that?
Crazy up.
What was that? 275. Right?
And we wasn't even finished yet.
Yeah.
He could have cracked that 300.
So I can most definitely contest to he know what he's doing. He got the knowledge, and he even proved it when I first came in. He showed us what he was actually doing with the books, and even writing down his own notes. And it wasn't bullshit. Like, he was really doing his thing. Like, you know what I mean? He was really making it happen. But on to my next question, I heard you say, like when it comes to nutritious, one of my guys on the podcast asked me, should you eat before you work out or after you work out, and like what kind of foods should you stay away from? Like, as in like the kind of carbs and good carbs, like the good carbs and the bad carbs.
So that's like, we're going to break it down into 2 questions. So the first one was, should you eat before or after? And you should do both. But you have to time the time that you eat and the things that you eat according to when you work out. So let's take 4 p.m. for instance. So say Will comes in at 4 p.m. If he wants to eat a full meal, we're talking about a protein, a carb, and a healthy fat. He should do that within 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours before he comes. He wants to give himself the chance to let the food digest properly before he comes into the gym. Now, if he just wants to get something quick, a quick snack like a protein shake or maybe even a protein bar, he can do that up to 60 minutes before he works out, because that's easily digestible on the system. And then once you're finished working out, you want to eat. Now, they're saying that your body has a window of 45 minutes to 2 hours, but I like to stay at that low end of 45 minutes, because what happens is your muscle receptors are looking, and when you work out, you burn sugar, right? So you have a certain amount of sugar in your body, and through working out, you burn it. So after the workout, you want to replenish your sugar stores. So that's why a lot of people shoot for protein, because protein feeds the muscle which you tore down while you were working out. So what it does is it helps rebuild the muscle. but you only have a certain window to do it. So that's the key thing. A lot of women will leave the gym and they'll go food shopping, they'll go pick up their kids from daycare and totally forget to eat. Now they just had a killer workout and they had a certain amount of time to replenish the muscles, and what they did was they lost that window of opportunity. So you got to take heed to that before and after. You have to, it's like a car. You want to warm the car up and then get it revved up, and you do that through proper nutrition.
Okay.
And the second one was, what type of carbs should you eat? Now, that all depends on a number of variables. Are you 5'1", are you 6'3"? Are you 125 pounds, or are you 330 pounds? For the amount of things that you can do and what your goals are. See, a lot of people take fitness and they want to push everything into one size fits all, and it's not. As we can say right now, there's 4 people in the room, which means that when it comes to nutrition, all 4 of us are going to have to do something different, even though it might be similar in thought. We're going to have to do something different to achieve a desired result. So when we're thinking about carbs, do you want to gain weight? Eat carbs. Do you want to lose weight? You still have to utilize carbs, because carbs are the only thing that turn into sugar, and they're the only thing that your body can use for energy. But now here goes that tricky thing. What time do you consume your carbs? So if you're looking to lose weight, you want to consume your carbs when you're most active. So we'll say Will again, if he's going to work out at 4 p.m. He wants to consume carbs in the earlier part of the day to prepare him for his workout. After his workout, he wants to replenish the sugar stores with some type of carb. So we're saying 5 p.m. the workout is over. He replenishes the sugar stores by 5:45. That should be the last time that he has a carb. After that, we're thinking proteins and veggies, because he's not going to be as active. And with him not being as active, those carbs are not going to get used as energy. They're going to go right to your fat stores. And most of that is visceral fat, which is the belly.
That's some very good information when it comes to like just eating wise, because a lot of us got bad eating habits, period. Especially when it comes to the gym, you got that false, that false pretense of like just being around in the gym is that you can eat anything you want as long as you're working as hard as you want. But when it comes to really being healthy, food is something that nobody really sits down and talks to you about when it comes to what to eat, how to eat, and what times to eat. Because I know times really does play a big factor.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
One question I did want to ask again about exercising, period, is that how many times should somebody work out when it comes to, I guess, do a weekly schedule? Say somebody, just a regular 40 hours, say you work a 40-hour week, say you don't have any kids, or say you do got 1 or 2 kids, how much time should someone spend when it comes to working out? To become fit, I should say.
And when we're talking about being fit, they're saying there's 3 things that a person needs. You need intensity. How hard do you go when you work out? Then you need frequency. How many times do you work out? And then you have to have duration. How long are you working out? So once again, some of these questions that we ask, I don't want to give a one size fits all, because we got a number of watchers that are going to see this. So you have to set the amount of workouts based on your goal. What is your goal? Are you getting ready for a show? You might be in the gym 5 to 6 times a week. You might be in the gym 5 to 6 times a week, 2 times a day. Or are you just an average, hard-working single mother that just wants to lose some weight? She wants to get in better shape, that have more vigor when she's running around with the kids. 2 to 3 times a week is perfect. But now we go into what is she doing inside of that 2 to 3 times a week. Because what happens is, if you are sitting on your butt all day, as most Americans do, if you're sitting on your butt all day, just you coming into the gym 1 time a week is going to change. Just because you're doing something different than the norm. So now it's like everything, do you want to lose? Do you want to gain? Do you want to get stronger? All of those entail how long and how many days you should be in the gym. So once again, it's not a one size fits all, but the average American should get 150 minutes of exercise. This is what they quote unquote say. Understand that a lot of times when you're reading things from fitness, they take it from small isolated group studies. So if I quote a number that is what they deem scientifically sound, don't always quote me on it. Because for one, we're black. That's for one. That's the number one thing. And for two, these studies don't encompass the whole picture of what fitness and what bodies and what people and humans are. So 3 times a week, as what I do, the average person goes 3 times a week. Everybody in that train is in great shape. They have knowledge of the gym, how to work their ways around the gym, how to perform all exercises with 12 hours a month. So that's sufficient.
All right, so fuck all the, you know what I'm saying, now we got some of his insight on his healthy his just healthy knowledge and sense. You know what I'm saying, let's learn a little bit of something about OJ. What music you listen to get pumped in the gym? Like, what style of music you like listening to get you ready for the gym and, you know what I'm saying, get your body ready, mental ready?
I don't know, right now in the gym, not in my car, on the way home when I'm like, Moneybag Yo.
You listen to Moneybag? I've never guessed that.
Listen, in the gym, you gotta understand that the beats start dropping, I get the popping. Now, if we're just talking about what I like to listen to get me maybe motivated, maybe stimulated, we're gonna have to say Tupac. But in the gym, I like Moneybag Yo, Lil Baby, that new Meek Mill. Trey Songz got a crazy banger, whether you want to believe it or not. He dropped a double disc.
Yeah.
That Trey Songz 28 is crazy. That Meek Mill right now and that Trey Songz got the gym going crazy right now.
Oh yeah, right that Meek is the fish. I didn't really get to listen to Trey Songz yet though.
Yeah, that Trey Songz. Listen. And that Trey Songz is crazy, y'all. Shout out to Trey. If you see this, Trey, it's heavy promotion on your side. You need a trainer. That 6-pack is going away. I've been looking at you, man. Listen, get at me. What you're doing is crazy. I'm telling you.
Just letting you know, huh? Another thing. All right. So, what side of Pittsburgh you from? Just in case nobody knows. I mean, you already got your merchandise that said it all, but some people don't know how to read. So
I'm from the wonderful, wonderful land of Lincoln Avenue. Lincoln, Leamington. Shout out to everybody from Lincoln too, man.
The wonderful land.
The Leamington Cougars, yeah, I ain't gonna sing the song. But the Leamington Cougars, shout out to Lincoln Avenue, man, straight up.
Because a lot of people don't, I don't want to keep asking them about health shit. Because I would like them to come to the gym and know you. You know what I'm saying? Like they know, they know where you come from. Because a lot of people, when you think of a trainer is somebody that beats shit out you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they motivate you, but they beat shit out you.
One thing about us, not to cut you off, we're trainers, right? By definition, for what it is that we do. But we encompass the city of Pittsburgh, right? We from the trenches. You know what I'm saying? I can speak Candace, it's Porch Trappin, I can talk my shit. We come from the trenches. Me and my brother, we put this thing together, man. We both been through some things in our lives, trials and tribulations, and now we're here before you, man. You know what I'm saying? Here to change people's lives. And every day we wake up, man, with the goal to come in here and change people's lives. But a lot of people I can't relate to, and I guess that's why we don't vibe a lot, because a lot of people aren't for the people, man. A lot of people don't care about the city of Pittsburgh. A lot of people aren't here to see things get better. A lot of people are money motivated. We might be the only black-owned gym in the city. I'm just saying, I don't know. Then just if you just watch social media, things that are going on. Now I know some people work behind the scenes, shout out to y'all, but we don't believe in working behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying?
Everything legit.
Yeah, so
everything legit.
We doing everything we need to do to make sure that people are better. And like I say, man, we from the hood and we love it. You know what I'm saying? We love our people.
This ain't no Planet Fitness. I can tell you that shit. First time I walked in this motherfucker, Jeezy was playing. I'm like,
man. And it's going to continue, and that's the beautiful thing about the gym. No matter who comes in here, because like I say, we got Asians, we got white people, black Africans, people of different nationalities. No matter if the skin color is the same, you know what I'm saying. So, and the music stays the same. Do we tone it down some? Yes. But the music stays the same because it's a certain vibe that we're creating. And as the world is shifting and getting a little more urban, and we right where we need to be. Because as you can see, everybody's urban now. The dances and everything, everybody's urban. So we making it do what we do.